Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. We are moving to find more elk. Casey finally got into them last night. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out exactly as he had hoped.
Poor guy.
Feel bad for him. He's bummed out. Feels like he let the team down when you work so hard to have an opportunity. It kind of slides through your fingers. It kind of wears on you, but
today's a new day.
Today's a new day, so we're back at it. We're spread up again. We got Trevor and I, Trent, Casey. We think we know where the elk might be, and so we're gonna try to stage up and see if we can find them.
What do we got going here?
That's what we're trying to find a road in the dark. Very hard road to find.
We've turned around a couple of times and think that this might be it. We're looking at the map again. Don't we go out here, down to the road, take a right, and just drive to the right?
Yeah, we're taking the scenic tour this morning.
Scenic tour, guys. We're just taking roads, maybe road bugling a little bit, making sure that, you know, our spots are still good. We're back in the game.
Go away.
Well, have a little carnage here. We hit a few bumps.
Okay, batteries are both on. That's a plus.
Battery stayed. It's amazing. Gotta unhook that, huh? That saved us. Oh.
Not at all. These pedals in the way.
So, we're back in here. We just stopped the truck about half an hour ago. We're listening. We heard a bugle. We think we're kind of right where we were last time. So, that was our hope that the elk would kind of stay in there. We're going to hike back in there today. We're going to call one in and we're going to shoot it. That's the plan. Do you like it? I love it. Puffy coat's just a fair bit warm. What's that? Puffy coat's a little much. We're picking up where we left off last night. We've hiked a little ways back up in here. We think we've heard a couple bugles. We're not positive where the pinpoint location is on them, but we know they're within probably a mile. So there's one elk at least a mile somewhere, and we're gonna shoot it. So we're just kind of just playing it by ear, going slow, just listening, trying to get some bugles. We haven't interacted with anything. We haven't torched off yet. Once we get up a little bit higher, we'll probably start trying to locate it with a bugle. But until then, we're just gonna let them do their thing, and hopefully we locate them without having to bugle at them. So that's the plan right now. It's gonna work, right? Yeah, for sure. We're in a lot better place this morning than we were last night. A lot better place. A lot better place. Got our heads on right, correct. Back in the game. Back in the game. So we got B-Mac and Trevor. They're coming in from the other side about a mile and a half down, and so we're gonna try to just hopefully surround these elk if there's elk here, and see what happens this morning. Should be a good one. There. I'd like to find a tree you can see so I can ring it. I can't close. Probably 100 yards of this hill. That bull is coming in. That 5x6 is in there. So when he was coming in, the 5x6 one grabbed his cows and then he split. And then there was a young bull right here that freakily spiked. That's why I said quit calling, because every time you go, I look back, I want him to go. Let's get out of here so we can move forward. There, right? Let's go get him, guys. He should come in. Right there. 150 yards. This is so awesome. It's like, dude, we're at the movies just watching a show. It's so fun to watch these elk interact, man. So fun. This is how you learn. You can listen to somebody tell you how to do it, or you can go out and do it and learn yourself, and it's the best way. Dude, there's just too many bulls. He can't get 50 yards from those cows. There's a 5-point that took one of his cows already. I know. Yeah, we'll just let him get over the top. Yeah. This call sequence brought to you by the committed BRO. She's getting a little worn out, but she's still working. We just gotta get those bulls just a little bit closer. That one was coming, and the big bull took everybody with him, so we'll get one. This is awesome, man. This is what we live for in September, right here. Alright, we got set up this morning at our glassing point. Thought we heard a bugle, and then let's go quick. I was able to see this bull coming in, so we're up here, we're setting up. We're gonna try to shoot him right now. Let's put that decoy up right here on the tree right here. I'll slide up and then you start calling. I'm so frustrated right now, guys. They're setting up that decoy and the bull saw me. So bummed out right now. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. I think we're just gonna have to keep moving up. He's a satellite bull. He's a huge satellite bull, by the way. Yeah, he looked like a nice bull. We were setting up. Trevor got a little bit further outside of the juniper edge, and we got busted, basically, right? The bull was headed straight to us. Basically, these decoys have really worked for us, and so we've been trying to utilize them as much as possible. And I wanted to get it out there to where he could see it, and I put it out there, and it fell down, and so I had to go back out and reset it up. And when I did, I turned around and he was right there. He's like 150 yards right here. Wind's perfect. I mean, perfect setup. And I feel terrible. I blew it. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's early in the day. He just trotted off. He saw me, obviously, but the decoy was also kind of up. Let's push up and just reset and try it again. Dang it. You heard a bugle? Yeah, it sounded like out there. Like Trent, maybe? I don't think so. No. There could be more coming in, but I don't know. Just heard a bugle after we got busted. Casey and Trent are up ahead of us, probably half a mile, and we're just gonna press towards that bugle. So with one missed opportunity comes another one, and sometimes you gotta make your own, and that's what we're here to do right now. So we're on our way. We spotted this bull. It sounds like Casey and Trent are in perfect position. We can see this bull skyline. He's raking a tree and stuff. So we're just gonna try to help him out. Live by the decoy, die by the decoy. Yeah, slingshot. He's giant. That's a different bull. That's wide load. Let's just run up this draw, dude. To the right? Yeah. Because he's gonna come out towards us.
He might end up right in our laps.
Okay. Okay, the very top of the rise. You gotta be careful here. Just stay along. Be good. Let's do it. There's another satellite pole behind him. We're gonna try to cut him off. Real stealthily. Trent's calling, keeping him a little occupied. B-Mac and I see him, they're crossing that side hill. So, we're gonna try to, you can't ever get in front of elk, but we're gonna try to get closer. We dropped down in a little washy valley here to get out of sight so we can move faster. Last day, baby. We're gonna make this happen.
Hiked uphill for a mile and a half. We're just trying to intercept this herd. I have a feeling they're moving this way from what we can tell. No idea where they're gonna stop, but if we can, he's real fired up right now. There's a satellite bull with him, a bunch of cows.
Let's go.
So
right now we got a stalemate. They're right out in the open. We're all right out in the open. He said a couple 100 yards away, but no one can move right now. So really windy, hard to hear. I can't see the elk, but B-Mac's up top as far as we can go. We're just gonna play it out and see what happens. Trent's down to our left, vehicle in 2 with Casey. He just
Here we stand.
bow in hand.
Bow in hand.
We just got hosed. We got what we wanted, but it worked out a little too well. We got in close and got this herd fired up, and we had that big bull coming in, the herd bull coming in, and what we didn't realize is there was another bull super close, and so when he would try to come in, this younger bull would take the cows and try to push them, and so this bull would never commit to us. He could only get 50 yards from the herd until that other bull would come in. So
Stand by one.
and then he pushed him up over the top of this giant canyon.
You saw where they went, right?
Here we stand.
Okay. Are they still running? As is with elk hunting, you don't get one every time you go. Weird.
What?
Weird. Oh man. I have so many pine needles down my back from raking trees and stuff.
I felt like
whatever
you
these
might have
things
been doing somersaults in a
I was
juniper
rolling,
patch.
I was stomping on the ground, there was a couple times that it just got a little western there.
It's like anything
Oh,
else,
we're so
man.
close.
It's like a game of inches. We were so close, but everything that we wanted to happen happened, except for we got herd fired up. The bull started getting vocal. He started getting aggressive. We were calling him in, but there was another bull that was close by, and every time the big herd bull would come in, the other bull would try to go in and steal his cows, and so he couldn't get 50 yards from his herd without that bull trying to go in there and take his cows. And so he wouldn't commit to come into us, and then he just pushed him over this
precipice.
precipice, this
Yeah.
giant basin.
Huge basin. They're gone.
They're gone.
They're gone.
He gone. I'll be back tonight though.
Oh, it's so fun.
I'm telling you, man, the best way to learn how to call elk is get out and call elk.
Yeah.
Go with somebody that knows how.
Just-
and watch the interaction that these elk have with each other and have with the caller. Dude, that's how you learn. You can try to
you know, listen to this podcast and learn. But until you get out and actually do it.
And that's what we're trying to emphasize, is people to get out and do this.
Enjoy
Anybody
public
can.
land.
Get on the public land and go.
It's an over-the-counter
Run with it.
public land archery elk hunt. We've been chasing elk almost every one of the 17 days we've been out here.
almost. We are going to be back after them. It's just going to take maybe a truck to go find them.
Yeah.
So
A truck and a Mountain Dew.
yeah, and a Mountain Dew.
It's funny how much distance you can cover when you have a bugling bolt.
Oh, it's just
We
like,
just ran up this mountain 3 miles.
yeah. Wow, I forgot to paint up. We said
wonder.
prayer, no paint.
No wonder.
No wonder.
No wonder.
Well, we got about a 3-mile hike back out and regroup. We'll be back at it though.
Good night, Sally.
Think it's the same herd?
I think so.
That bull looks bigger right now, but I never got a good look
It
at
looks
the
like wide load.
I don't see that.
No, wide load didn't have such good tops, did he?
No, he was weak.
Yeah, there's a cow to the left of him. I just see one cow. I think that's a different bull, Case. I think it's just a bull and a cow.
That thing's huge.
I think it's ginormous.
They were trying to get me to shoot birds and stuff this morning. I said, hey,
It's pretty limited here.
guys, we spotted this bull after we just got busted on that last herd. He's close. We drove around, jumped on the Rambo bikes, bombed down this little skidder road. He was bugling, so we're gonna try to slide in below him, get him fired up, see if we can get him in. Wind's good. We're like 150, 250 out. Okay, I just talked to Kate. I told him we're gonna kill him. Okay. Okay. All over the place.
As soon as you called, you shot.
If I would have just waited, he would have stopped and like, I just rushed it.
I heard it hit him, I thought.
I don't know.
I'm almost certain it hit him.
I think it was low. Dude, he came in perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I heard him make a noise, and then I saw you draw, and you were drawing back forever.
I could just see his tips come through up there. And that's why I drew back. He stopped through this gap right here.
Yeah.
Which is, he's probably like 35.
Yeah.
And I was just holding and holding and holding.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a shot through there at all. And he's quartered to me.
Yeah.
And he walked right through this opening. And he was like on a dead, like, he wasn't just casually walking. He was like
He was coming.
getting to the point. And when I frickin' stopped him, I just rushed it. You know? Stuff you don't think about, but this is like the perfect scenario.
Did you have a wide open shot here?
Yeah, he's right there.
I think you hit him.
I don't know, dude.
I heard something.
I think I missed low.
Do you think so? Well, we should go look right where you shot.
Yeah.
To see if there's any blood. If so, we'll just back out for a while. He came on a string.
On a string, dude.
Is that the same bull from the small?
Oh, yeah.
The first
Oh,
bull?
I don't know. I didn't even look at his antlers, dude.
Yeah.
Trent sent me a text and said he's coming right to you guys.
Really?
Because they must have been able to see him on the ridge.
Really?
And then I just saw his tips coming through the junipers. Everything was incredible, except for him rushing the shot. I'm so mad at myself right now. I learned a lesson in Oregon. I didn't stop the bull when he was walking, and I shot back a little bit further than I wanted to. And in this instance, I stopped him as you should, but instead of just like taking like a 1 or a 2 count to settle the pin, I just ended up pulling the trigger on my release, and I didn't need to. Like he couldn't see me. I'm in the shade. He had no idea what was going on. He would have paused for probably 5 or 10 seconds. So frustrating.
We've all been there, guys, haven't we? We're gonna go look. Was he standing here or back there? He had to be over here because you were right there.
I think he came right through here, actually.
Is he back here?
No.
It's right here. He's standing right here. That's 30 yards on the money. Where'd he run?
Looks like right here.
You think the arrow shot right under him?
Yeah.
Well, looks like about a 28-yard shot. Something like that. 28, 30-yard shot. I could only get the video on BMAC, so not sure about impact. We are gonna try to look for the arrow, see what we can find. I found your arrow.
Sure enough.
Right there. There's blood on it. Right? Not a lot though. That looks really weird. Smell it. What's this smell like?
Elk meat.
Yeah. It's not guts.
No. It was low. I think it's just like low.
Like just clipped them barely underneath the skin.
Yeah.
There he is. He's going up the hill. Straight away from us. He stopped and turned back and looking. He's just to the right of that, and that timber down below it, to the right.
I don't think we're gonna find any blood.
I think I just got right under the brisket.
Well, I still got him spotted, so we'll get eyes on him, try to get him bedded, and come up with a new plan.
So frustrating, dude.
It isn't.
So perfect.
This really makes up for my my decoy situation. This morning.
Oh. I know exactly why that happened. Because I was at full draw for a super long time.
You're holding low so you could look.
I was just holding it out there, and then he got hung up in that first little spot where I could have no shot.
Mm-hmm.
So I dropped the bow,
I saw you.
put my cam on my knee just to
Mhm.
make it easier to hold. And then when he started moving, I lifted it back up, and he was moving at such a fast pace. When I stopped him,
You
the pin was just like lower than I wanted.
just got worried.
I just thought he was gonna blow right through that gap.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
Yeah.
You work so hard for that one perfect moment. Trevor and I have been putting on a ton of miles the last few days. We were always just like a step behind, a ridge behind, a canyon behind, an air here, an air there. We finally got in the perfect position. Trevor called in this bull on an absolute string. And then I just blew it. I completely freaking blew it. So disheartening. Just mad at myself. That should have been a slam dunk, and I just completely rushed it. I didn't have buck fever or whatever. I just rushed the shot. As soon as I cow called and stopped him, I shot. And my intuition was telling me, like, man, that elk's just gonna keep walking through that little 24-inch wide gap that I had. And I needed to just take my time, take a deep breath, get my pen very well settled. And I didn't. And I ended up hitting him low through the brisket, just nothing but flesh.
Yeah, the guys watched him.
Trent and Casey have been watching him for the last 45 minutes. He stood around for a little bit, kind of trying to figure out what was going on, and then he just took on off right over the hill to go meet up with the herd. So there's some silver lining there. Casey and I have both had some real big misses the last 2 days on stuff that should be slam dunks too. The frustrating thing is you only get maybe one of those, and I think this is, I don't even know how many days I've been elk hunting, but this year it's probably 20 something, and I've pulled my bill back twice. Once in Oregon on the Roosevelt that I got, and this bull right here. Man, I messed up big time. So,
We still got more day.
so annoying. So annoying.
Guys, we're down, but we're not out. Right now, BMAC is feeling like, you know, how frankly we should all feel after something like that happens. We also gotta stay positive. You know, you can't get yourself down too much. What good's that gonna do? We're gonna meet up with the guys again, reflect a little bit. I'm sure at the end of the day, I think we need to make a plan to go up over this knoll and find them again. We still have time to get this thing done. BMAC, I believe in you. I'm not mad. None of you, no one's mad. It's always, it has happened to all of us. So, I believe in you, buddy. Let's hit the reset button, learn, and do it again. Thanks for following us along. Thanks for following along with us, guys. We really appreciate you guys sticking with us. We're not done yet in Idaho. We still have some things to do. Like and subscribe at the bottom. We'll get back at it. You want us to run you over?
Pretty much. Man, you really suck. Real positive, guys. I was telling these guys they need to keep it real positive. Brian's in a bad spot.
Just too soon?
I just had to let him know how I felt. Oh boy. You need a hug? Come here.
Come here.
Oh, dude. That was cool.
Hey.
Take a pot shot.
take a pot shot.
Dang, man. We were like, holy, like, you bugled, Trent saw him. We're like, dude, he's coming straight at us.
It's just like this.
Like
just,
on a line.
you know what?
It's so easy.
It's easy. I mean, it's just when you know their language, that's what they do.
As soon as he grunted, I'm like, oh, we got him.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. I mean, it makes perfect sense. It's just meat blood on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no blood. And hence the way he was moving.
He walked right up and rested for a while, but he walked off.
Then when he started after that, it was just like
He wasn't limping.
nothing.
out of there.
He was fine, totally fine. Yeah. And he walked clear up over High Point, gone.
Like how high?
Pretty far. Got some distance.
Dude, it's like the perfect setup.
It was awesome.
The perfect setup. I just completely
Fell apart.
felt. No, I was like calm.
Everything was good except for.
He had to hold his bow.
I had to hold my bow back for a
he
while.
went like this. Yeah. Instead of going, yeah.
I didn't settle at all. Because I had a shooting window this big, so I see antler tips coming through the junipers. So I draw back. And he's still a ways out there. And I'm holding, and I'm holding, and I'm holding. He comes through the first gap quartering to me, which is at like 40 yards, and he stops behind a juniper, and it holds up. I'm just holding and holding and holding. So if I drop my bow down, I put the cam on my knee.
Oregon trick.
That's a good trick.
Just to like, it was easier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then he starts walking, and he was like, Trevor stopped calling when he held up the first time. He was raking, and then he like cow called, and dude, he just like started coming again really fast. It wasn't like a casual strut. He was cruising.
He was not
So
nervous.
you were like, he's gonna go.
I was like, dude, he's gonna blow right through there. So I stopped him, and then just completely rushed everything, and my pen wasn't even like on him yet. Such a ridiculous move.
Okay, guys. Last evening in Idaho, BMAC and I have collected our thoughts, and we've refocused, and we're ready to dominate the night. So, are you ready, BMAC?
I'm definitely ready.
Good.
My head is on straight.
It's on a swivel.
It's on a swivel, it's on straight.
Okay.
I'm in a better spot.
Good.
you kind of have to be like a cornerback in the NFL. If any of you guys watch football and they get beat for a touchdown, you got to forget pretty quick, because you're going to get right back out there and they're going to pick on you again. So I know what I did wrong. I've learned from that opportunity and / mistake, and we're going to give it all we have this last evening. What an incredible season we've had so far. We started hunting elk on August 26th in Oregon. Casey and I both took amazing, beautiful Roosevelt elk. And now it's September 29th, and it's our last day to hunt. We're going to head out tomorrow morning. One of the best years of elk hunting I've ever had in my life. Not even because we got some tags filled, but the camaraderie that we've been able to share with the guys from Born and Raised is hard to explain, man. They just are such a great group of guys. We can get along so well. Our hunting styles mesh extremely well, and we've just learned a ton, I think, from each other, and really strengthened our friendship even stronger than it was before. So
For sure.
I feel very fortunate to have had this opportunity this year, and we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight and finish strong.
Guys, tomorrow is National Public Lands Day. I don't know, it's been pretty awesome, this whole project. I've been a part of Oregon and Idaho, and to do this in this great place with these people has just been incredible. I hope that each and every one of you guys that have been watching and following along get out and find a piece of public land that you can go explore, whether it's hunting, fishing, recreating, camping, anything. You know, if you're back east and you've always, maybe you have, I know a lot of that eastern stuff is all private, leased out stuff. Back here in the west, there's giant expanses of land, and it can be a little bit daunting, but reach out to us. We would love to talk to you guys about getting out here and exploring this for yourself. This is what this is all about. This land is for everybody. It's not just our land, everybody. I've never been here before, never in my life. I've literally been living on a GPS with our Onyx map chips and our Onyx map app on our phone, and just finding a piece of public access and going and see what it has to offer. It's been amazing, this trip. And the Hush crew, I could not ask for a better group of guys to hunt with. This has been so incredible. I've laughed harder than I've ever laughed during a hunt in my entire life. Really, really thankful for this opportunity. Thank you guys so much for following along. We're gonna keep coming at you. We're heading out to Montana tomorrow to meet up with Phelps and Steve from our team, and they're gonna hit Montana hard for 8 or 9 days. So keep following along, like and subscribe below. We're gonna go kill a bull or two tonight. I'm excited to have you guys along.
He gone. Well, I think that's gonna wrap up my 2017 archery elk hunt. I can honestly say that was probably the most fun and informative and just all around greatest hunts I think I've ever been on. We were in elk almost every day, had plenty of chances. I dropped the ball a few times, big time, but I learned a ton. Hunting with the Born and Raised crew, we found is it's pretty enjoyable, and we usually are pretty successful. So I hope you guys enjoy the Land of the Free project. These guys are working their tails off, and as you've seen so far, it's been pretty rad. But get out on your public lands and enjoy them, and let's help keep public lands in our public hands.
Okay, guys, we are back in the cold barn today.
Burn!
Yeah, it's got a little chill to it.
I thought this was like a nice heated studio.
It's cold. We're on the home stretch, guys. Every day we're still putting these things out. We're still getting them to you almost on time.
I failed you. We didn't have a video on Sunday, and then I overpromised and underdelivered with 2 videos yesterday.
Smash. In my defense, I told him not to. Let's get quick into it. Let's dive into the hunt real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just want to thank everyone for being so positive yesterday on the encounter that Casey had. You know, we've all been there as bow hunters. We've all had that, oh my gosh, this happens so fast and make a mistake. And I really appreciate you guys being so positive and reinforcing about the brotherhood. And you know, after watching that, like if I wasn't there, but feeling the emotion, watching Trent walk up there and man, it's okay. And that whole support, it was pretty awesome to see. And yeah, so just want to thank you guys for all that.
You guys are awesome. Let's talk about today's hunt. BMAC. Well, first, Bugle Fest.
Rut Fest.
Oh, it was amazing. It's tough to say, oh man, it was unfortunate that there was too many bulls around, but just right then where we were coming up that hill, that little 5 point, and he wasn't little, he was a giant 5 point to me, but that big 5 point, he would come in and try to hook every single cow that he could every time that big bull would come towards us. And he came towards us a few different times. You don't see him a little, I mean, you could see him bits and pieces, but he did come in a couple different times, and it was one of those scenarios where maybe we should have pushed forward and tried to push it a little bit more. It was so open.
Yeah, you pretty much ended up on the moonscape. There was like above timberline, even though that's not really a thing in the desert, but it was. It
was so open. So it's like, So anyway, that's the way it turned out. Still, huge win as far as just seeing rut and bulls and just listening to the sounds of September was just
And Casey says it so well. It's like you want to learn how to call elk, you have to go try and experience it. And like being around them and watching them interact and how they communicate and how you can interject, you just have to go do it. You can only watch or listen or do so much before you have to have that act.
Definitely. Yeah, it was, oh man, that was a fun day. So we got to the afternoon, last afternoon of hunting. BMAC and Trevor get on that bull. Casey, me, and Andrew are up on the hill actually. We had the bull bugle. BMAC and Trevor go around with the Rambo bikes on the bottom. They were coming in from the bottom. And Trevor, he just bugled once down there. I saw the bull going towards him. We just backed off. We're like, okay, please come in to them as he's going. It was amazing. We could watch that bull just directly on a beeline towards Trevor and BMAC. BMAC was at full draw for a long time. He had to kind of, if you watch it, I've seen Trevor do it a couple times too.
Yeah, you put that bottom limb and just actually push your limb down onto your leg, and it kind of helps relieve that. You lock your arm out, and you can hold it draw for a long time.
Yeah, he'd been at draw for a long time to where he was down on his knee like that. Bull finally comes out, he stops the bull, raises up on the bull, does not quite get up to his vitals. He knew how far it was, he knew everything. He said he just punched it, he just screwed up. I mean, that's just, we've all done it. Punches the release, and the arrow actually, what ended up happening as Casey, Andrew, and I were watching from above, we watched the bull come out of where they shot it, totally fine, walking. I could see a little bit of a dot on his shoulder blade, but that, I thought the dot was actually where maybe he'd hit it. I wasn't sure. We just kept on with the binoculars. It was quite a ways away. It ended up being, as it came further, we noticed a little tiny spot on the front of his leg, on his front leg, where he just grazed his front leg is all he did. And he didn't shoulder blade him. and it was obvious later on after they found the arrow, it had just grazed. It didn't have hardly any blood or anything on it, just a little tiny bit of meat where they just grazed its, he grazed his front leg. So tough break, super tough break. BMAC was just, he was beside himself with just, you know, the emotions that you do, and just the way that Idaho kind of came off there in the end was tough.
No, that's tough. It's like to finish on a low is really, it makes you think, man, next year, right?
Yeah, and, no, and I think that's what you got to look at. That's what you got to look at.
Yeah.
It's like, I want redemption. I want to try again. I'm going to go out. I'm going to improve myself, and that's life.
Yeah, and we literally just got off the phone with BMAC, just talking through and just reliving this experience, and I just wish he was here to be a part of the Uncut, and yeah, definitely. He's still, like I said, super bummed. He's like, man, I just made a mistake and just kind of rushed it, and so
you can see you could see the grief in his eyes too. He's just, oh man, so tough. So,
but we've all done it, and that's, I mean, he's there, he's experienced it, he's taken lessons from it, learned, and be a better hunter tomorrow.
And we told you guys, we're going to show you guys the good, the bad, and the unfortunate. And this is one of the unfortunate things of, you know, he learned, like in Oregon, he told us, we were just talking on the phone like Cody said, and he said in Oregon, you know, he didn't stop the bull. It actually ended up back further, and we ended up recovering the bull. Everything went great. But on this one, he says, I made sure to stop the bull. But he says, as I did, he says, I was so jacked up, the bull stopped, and you're going, okay, I don't want him to run, you know. And he said he just rushed the shot. The pin did not find its mark before the arrow was released. It happens. That's the way it went. And I'm sure you guys can understand. But that's the hunting side of things.
So we are on to Montana tomorrow. And with that, as the state ends, the giveaways begin.
Yes, we're just about ready to give. This is my personal pack, actually. We don't have the one from it's in the office studio. This is the barn studio.
Yep, over in Roseburg.
So, yeah, Steve always is getting on me for the way I keep my pack, so I actually cinched it up a little bit so it's not just looking so. I usually have things just hanging off me and
like
stuff.
A bum cam.
Oh, when I hunted with Steve and Lenny, it was like a baby ape, you know. Mom is always picking at their hair and stuff with my pack. so yeah, packs up for grabs.
Just last chance, like we said, enter, go to bornandraisedoutdoors.com/giveaways. You've got a pair of CRISPI boots we're going to be giving away for Idaho. We got the pack. We got Lily.
She is going to go to a new owner after tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Drawing names tomorrow for Lily. And then on to the Montana knife.
On to Montana.
Nice.
So the coolest thing, you know, BENCHMADE's kicking down. We've talked about it a couple times. The grand prize. We're taking one of you guys with us to Montana on a spring bear hunt, public land. This next in 2018 here coming up. As we were at the EXO Mountain Gear party, we were talking about, man, this is all about brotherhood. And Steve and Lenny are like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's make this a part of brotherhood. So, grand prize.
Grand prize is EXO offered to the winner of the grand prize hunt, the hunt in Montana, the bear hunt. They are going to pay for a second person. So whoever wins can take the person of their choice, whether it be their spouse, their hunting buddy, whoever they want, to kind of wrap this all around the brotherhood of the hunt. So there will be not one, but two people going. If you win, you can choose your hunting partner to go with you. So I think that'll be pretty cool.
What we want you to do, we want you to, like I said, tell us below who you are going to take when you win this hunt. Go bornandraisedoutdoors.com/giveaways, enter that grand prize. Also, you're encouraged to share that on social media. The more you share it, the more entries you get. Do that, and man, we just can't wait to pick one of you guys, which we are going to be doing at the SHOT Show on January 23rd. So at the SHOT Show, January 23rd, we're going to be in the BENCHMADE booth doing a brand live deal and announcing the winner of the grand prize.
It's going to be awesome.
We are so stoked that not only get to take one of you guys, but now we're going to take two people on this hunt.
That's so cool. Another thing real quick before we get to the shout outs, we had a guy named Brian Counts. He emailed us and said, hey, I'm a taxidermist. I want to donate a mount, a deer head mount. It's good for whenever, if you win it, for this year or next year or whatever. So anyway, go to CountsOutdoors.com and it's COUNCE outdoors.com. There's going to be a Born and Raised Outdoors entry form on there. You'll put enter, and then all you have to do is enter in your email, and he's going to give that give that free mount away to a lucky winner here at the end of Montana. So be sure and go in and do that. It's just another free thing for you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, appreciate it, Brian.
That's
to give back to you guys.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty amazing.
Definitely.
So yeah, to enter, hit that link in the description for a chance to win that free head mount on a deer.
Shout outs.
We've got a ton of shout outs.
Yes, and I want to get to all of them. I'm sorry I am behind. I'm a little behind. Yeah. So I got Cody, he's got a bunch of them that he wants to read, and we're just gonna read off some of your guys' names just because I know we only have so long left, and if we just do 3 a day, we're not gonna get to them. So we definitely want to show appreciation for watching this series and for your guys' support. So you want to go ahead, Cody, on your list, and then I'll go ahead on mine.
Yep. So this is from Faith Hale. This is to my dad, Timber_Adam. Just want to shout out. We've got Phil Wilson to Jen, his wife. We have Rich McReynolds and Chris Root from Keegan Lutch. We want to shout out to them. Jared from his girlfriend, Morgan. Hunter Jensen and his dad. We've got JC Flowers to her fiance, Jaeger and Vinger. Might have murdered that one.
You might have, but I'm still coming up. So I've got.
Yeah. We've got Greg Morgan from his daughter Storm Moreland. Moreland or Morgan?
Murder again. Apologize.
My bad. I know that Storm's sent another message on Instagram. She's down fighting the fires in California.
Oh, that's cool.
So appreciate you doing that, and just prayers for everyone that are in that area. And next one up is Gio.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Gio Cobieles to his younger brother Antonio Cobieles, and their 2018 hunt together. They're from Florida. They're going on elk hunt.
That's so cool.
Michael Hull, man, we're right there with you, buddy. So just keep your chin up, and we're right there. So, and then last but not least, Emily Sykes from Tennessee. Shane said he wanted to thank you for the EXO trip to Idaho. So. Shane made the trek.
That's so cool.
Shane made the trek out from Tennessee to join us in Boise last Friday. It was awesome to meet you, Honor.
Great.
And just really appreciate it.
Good people. And that's the cool thing about these shout outs, guys, is you guys, you know, you're not necessarily saying, I want to be shouted out. I want to be, you always, hey, will you shout out my hunting partner? That's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I've got a couple wife shout outs right off the bat. So Jessica Kimball, these are all from husbands that say, hey, my wife needs a shout out. She is so awesome, either during me watching these videos, or she watches with me, or during letting me go hunting the time that I want to. My wife actually picks up the load for me there. So anyway, wife shout outs, Jessica Kimball. And then this one, he only wrote in Brianna was his wife's name. So Brianna. And Kim Lilies and their baby Eva. Definitely wanted to give a shout out to them. So, and then I got some guys too. Mike T-Son, I think so. He spelled it. He sounded it out for me. Tony Nito and Randy Morales. They're hunting partners. Pretty cool story there. Thomas Worthington from Gillette, Wyoming. Chris McCalia. He had a birthday December 1st. So
happy belated birthday.
It's not belated. It's still coming up. Or December 15th. I'm sorry.
Oh,
same birthday as me.
Oh,
yeah. It wasn't because of that at all. Jason Thames, John Cross, and Dad Frank, and the kids Presley and Walker. We wanted to give a shout out to you guys, Eric and Waletsko. Anyway, they're on their honeymoon right now, and he says we have not missed an episode yet.
That is awesome.
And they're on a cruise or something like that, and they're actually finding Wi-Fi wherever they go and watching every single night. So that is pretty awesome. Husband Chris and wife, her name is also Chris Anderson. They're going to name their daughter Lily. So that's pretty cool. That is really, really cool. Hope you guys win the knife, by the way. Drew and his two boys, Chance and Cal. And Ken and Caleb and Mason and Riggs. So that's one page.
Page 2.
Page 2. Cam Adair, Pat Caron, and wife Brittany and their son Cash wanted to say hey.
I love that name.
Yeah, I do too. Wayne and Marcy Gallagher.
Yep.
Madison and Mike. Tyler Mortensen and his 4 boys, Caden, Jaron, Clayton, and Devin. They sent a whole email with one of their hunts and pictures. It was so cool.
Is
It's
that
so
the
awesome
youngest elk hunter that you were showing me?
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's so awesome that you guys are all out as a family and doing this. This is pretty neat. So that's it for today, guys. Go ahead.
Whoa. So, just to let you guys know, we had such an amazing time at the EXO Christmas party, meeting all of you guys. Trent and I have been talking, trying to figure out how we can do this more. We are, just to let you guys know, we are in the works of hitting one in Southern Washington.
Oh, yes.
Just after the first of the year here coming up. As soon as we confirm details, we'll announce that, and one down here in Southern Oregon. So we're just going to try to, as we can, if we're traveling through, or try to make things happen. We
Definitely
love to meet
so
up
much
with you guys.
fun meeting you guys and just as a group of hunters, it's so cool.
Yeah,
so cool.
Everyone's just so great people.
It's fun. Will we be able to announce that before the project's over?
Yes.
Or we're gonna have it?
So
okay. We'll have hard dates before the project's over.
Before midnight tonight, I'm going to have an answer on dates here. So
awesome.
Just stay tuned for that, and we're super excited. Coming up on giveaways, we've got more stuff from Vortex. If you guys haven't had a chance, we gave away the Vortex rangefinder today on our Instagram page that we announced earlier. We've got some binoculars coming up. We've got some goHUNT Insider memberships coming up.
Yes.
Gosh, we got, Onyx. All right, so we had a fun time listening through or reading through all of your guys' comments about BMAC and Trent. You guys kept it mostly clean. And we picked 2 winners for the Onyx Elite membership. Trent, drum roll, please.
I can't do a drum roll if I'm talking. Okay, Killer Beans.
Killer Beans.
It's my own writing, sorry.
Can't read it, it's that lefty thing.
Killer Beans, 1981 is BMAX. Cody picked these too, I don't know. Anyway, an albino spider monkey.
Best describes BMAC with his shirt off.
There were some other ones that were pretty tasteful, but...
and next up was Trent's Deep V, the V-neck.
And it's Melody Falk that came up with, really, Cody? Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons.
But there's not a ton of hair there, really.
I know.
It's just it's a man
but
fro.
You look like a Sasquatch, you know?
Good call. So Melody Falk and Killer Beans, go to...
Yeah, hit us with an email, info@bornandraisedoutdoors.com. We'll get you guys set up with the Onyx Elite membership. So we've got more of those to come on next episode, How to Win. So thank you guys so much.
That was fun.
And have a great day. We'll see you same place, same time tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. We're going to go get warm.